Hey guys, I am here with another video. I wanted to share with you that yes, I did take in a homeless man and let him live with me this summer. I have a big heart, so I struggle with this. I actually knew who this was from like years ago, so I had that in my head. Like, I know who he was, I know what I could handle, and anyways, he was literally living on like a path, like a trail that went from like city to city. And it was like, I heard from him and it was breaking my heart, and he had nowhere to go, you guys. It was totally made me sick to my stomach that I was like, oh my gosh, hey, like without even thinking, I was just like, I got you. I was literally like, okay, you can like, I have a trailer, and in like the other side, you can like stay in the back, and like we could just like, just exist like this, because I just can't have you like living outside. Like, that just makes me so, I can't deal with that mentally, like to know that you know what I mean? I'm indoors and somebody's sleeping outside that I used to know. It just made me, my heart was so sensitive to that. So anyways, I literally went out that day. I cleaned up and I went out. This is before I had a bunch of storage that is all just because I lost my storage unit because I can't afford it. But this is when all the clutter in there wasn't there. So I had a little bit of room. But I went out that day and went all the way out of the city and found him, picked him up in like a Target parking lot, on the side of a Target parking lot. Haven't seen him forever. Anyways, he did have a storage unit or something. I took him to the storage unit. He got what he needed. I drove him back here, and we just kind of had like what is it called? A reunion. Just like, hey, like we were talking and everything like that. I believe that we may have eaten pizza or something from like Little Caesars that day. But I was happy to like help him. I was happy to get him off the streets. He has severe mental issues though, which freaked me out, and I wasn't used to that. He struggles with like schizophrenic symptoms. So I don't know if he is schizophrenic, but he struggles with those issues and he cycles and stuff like that. But another thing while living with him in the summer that I noticed, that I'm picking up this stuff because like every morning I'm waking up to him being over there, and there was nothing else more than that. Like, everything was separate and stuff, but he would be up like super early in the morning making a lot of noise. You could hear him whispering, and I'm just like, what is this? And then all of a sudden it was like he was cleaning, like cleaning, like OCD, like all the time, like cleaning. He had the place so clean. I was like, I felt so like I felt such like a dirty person because he was so clean. And but he spick and span, just anything he could clean anything with. But all of a sudden one morning it was just like I smelled orange, and it was making me sick. It woke me up out of the sleep super early. He must have just dumped a bottle of, smelled like air freshener orange all over the place, and he was like, you can hear music playing on the phone, and like I was like, okay, I cannot handle this. I can't handle this right now. I need my sleep so bad. It's so important to me. And so just like gently, I'm just like what was going on this morning? Like after I woke up, and he's just like, oh, don't even mind me, and like that won't happen again. And I'm just like, okay. But like within like a day and a half, like everything, the same thing just kept happening, and he would forget what I told him. And I was like, okay, since we are like in this small trailer, like living together right now, as totally separate, like no boyfriend, no nothing like that. I was just trying to help him out. So he was just like, okay, like I respect that. But then he'd forget, and then we'd have the talk again and the talk again. And I was like, I'm not mean, I just want to be like, then I started feeling like a landlord or something, because I was telling him all these rules all the time, and I was feeling bad. Like, I don't want to be the rule maker, I'm not that way. I just want to be your friend, because I have to say, since I don't have friends to go hang out with, it was nice to have somebody to talk to. Not necessarily the right person to talk to. He had a lot of like views that were like satanic, and I am like a good Christian person, so I would just try to be like, yeah, that's not healthy, that's not good. You shouldn't listen to, music that's like demonic and stuff like that. That's not gonna help you like get through. But he doesn't care, he didn't care. And I'd hear like heavy metal like all the time. Like I had left and came back, and he was like cleaning and talking to himself, and then there was like heavy metal was like blasting through the trailer. I was like, hi, like I'm here. He's like, oh, I didn't know you're gonna be here. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like, this is scary. Like, I'm just, that vibe where I'm living is like, I don't want that around, but it's okay. I didn't like kick him out or anything. He had to leave because I can't have him without like, making sure that he's known to be in this trailer. Like, I didn't even say anything. I just like let him stay without like notifying, you know what I mean? So anyways, he stayed for the whole summer though. But we did get out and have like good days. There was a lot of bad days. Like, he would mentally like think I was saying something rude when I wasn't and stuff like that. So but like, we went to the river. We had days where like we took my dog Honey, and I was like, I really want to go to the river, because like I had nobody to go to the river before, like, and it was just like summers would just come and go, and it was just like, oh my gosh, I have the opportunity to like hang out with somebody. This is going to be great. We'd have good times out there, and all of a sudden it was just like, sometimes things would not go right. Like, he would just misunderstand me a lot, or he would get paranoid. He had a lot of paranoia, and he would just, one time he got out of the car at an intersection. I was like, can you please roll up the window? It was like smoky out because there was like wildfires. I was like, can you please roll up the window? Because like, I can't breathe that in. Like, I'm very sensitive to that. And he was just like, come on, like, got really angry at me. He's like, I can't do this anymore, that kind of thing. And I was just like, and he literally just opened the door, cars everywhere, and started walking. And I didn't see him till like hours later. And he walked in the smoke, and he hadn't eaten. Like, he also had a problem with like food. Like, he can't afford the food, and I can't afford to feed him. And I was just like, you should try to go to like the food bank or something. We can go to the food bank. And he just refused. He had a paranoia with food. Like, things were being like poisoned or tainted, and like, he doesn't trust that unless it's like a can, but what if somebody did something inside of the can at the manufacturer? Like, it would be like this. And he would get into like these rants and stuff because he also wouldn't eat for like a day and a half. And I'm like, you need to eat. You're going crazy. You're making yourself like worse. And it was almost like he enjoyed that slightly. I don't know. Like, I feel like he was just like he was used to this cycle of not eating and then getting delusional. But he already had symptoms when he was eating, so like, this was even like worse. I don't know, you guys, but I was getting to the point where I enjoyed the company, but no longer is this like healthy. And I was feeling like kind of unsafe because he wasn't in his right mind. So yeah, but yeah, I don't know. The last time I saw him he's like, okay, drop me off in the woods. Like, he was like this. I don't want anyone to see me. Drop me off in the woods. We stopped at Safeway before. He got like a bag of cheese. He wanted cheese, and then I think he got some like crackers of some sort. And he's like, I'm gonna go sleep in the mountain. I was like, because he had to leave from here and he didn't know what to do, but he was like, I'm gonna go to the mountain that I know. I dropped him off like right where it stopped, and he's like, don't say anything. No, I was just like, why? Like, I don't know what the big deal is, And he's like, yeah, don't make a big old scene. Like, when I open the door to drop me off, I'm just gonna like go quietly. go quietly into the night, guys. It was literally, mind you, like 9:30 or 10 or something. Actually, I think it was a little later than that, at night. And I came back just kind of like confused and disoriented. Like, what was that about? Anyways, there was a lot of those moments, but I felt like the Lord obviously wanted me to help him, and it came to me like, I know him, I know he's struggling, and I knew of him, and I heard he was like living on the street, so I literally, yeah, so I felt like the Lord led me to help him just for that like season. I don't know if that was the best thing for me, but I think I really did do him a favor by letting him stay. But yeah, also, since I would never recommend anyone taking anyone that they don't know, and absolutely not, no. I knew him, like we were friends in the past, so anyways, thought I would share the story. And by the way, he was very, very thin and sucked in because he didn't like hardly eat, even because he was out there with like no money, and he just was always walking. So he by the way, also he walked all the time because I don't have the gas. Like only here and there we would be able to like go and like do something, like to the park, to the river. But yeah, he would walk, and then like he was so thin. I'm just really sad for him still. Anyways, I just hope that God watches over him, and he does deal with some health issues, so I pray that he finds the Lord, because he's just kind of like demonic. He's kind of stuck in that mindset right now. Anyways, I love you guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I'm really trying to build my YouTube channel from like scratch because I really need an income. I don't have one right now. So if you guys would do me the hugest favor and subscribe, I will bring more story times to you that are interesting. And I would really appreciate comment, like, and subscribe. That would be so amazing. Also, if you choose to want to support me, I do have a Cashapp. Don't ever feel like, don't even worry about that. I'm just saying. But I'm just, hopefully just my channel will just be like, okay, one day I can monetize. But I heard it would take like 6 months or something, but you have to like post every day, and maybe then not even, might be like a year. So anyways, I'm just trying to get by, but all good. I'm fine. Everything's fine right now. I love you guys. I hope that you enjoyed the story time, and I will see you next time. All right, bye you guys.